Hi everybody, this is Elizabeth with Live Simple, Live Free, and it is a glorious fall day. Just a teeny bit of crispness in the air. Skies like basically blue. Oh, it's beautiful today. I am gonna go ahead and dig up my sweet potatoes. We got Thanksgiving coming up and I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna actually roast them for Thanksgiving. We're not gonna probably put the marshmallow thing on. I think we're gonna go with just good roasted sweet potatoes. And I'll be making some pumpkin pies out of my pumpkins from the garden, so that's pretty cool. Here we go. Yeah. Wow. All right, let's open this up, and the top's looking pretty scraggly, but that's okay. The sweet potatoes themselves are gorgeous. And I did enjoy using a lot of the sweet potato greens before it started really freezing and everything, so I enjoyed that. And I also have some parsnips right in here, and they grow slowly. Some people tease that you plant them one year to pick them the next year, but I'm gonna see how they're doing too. But let's go ahead and see if we can look for some of these sweet potatoes here. Oh, I'm gonna get my bucket, which is, thanks, hon. My cameraman just got me my harvest. This is my harvest bucket. I'm gonna open this side up. Man, these cage things have just worked perfectly. I absolutely love it. Okay. Whoop, got caught. I have a couple of tools here and kind of help me if I need to, dig them up. But let's see what we got here. All right. I'm going to start out just seeing what I can just kind of pull up. Oh yeah, there are sweet potatoes all over the place down here. I think this type of sweet potato is not real big. That's okay. I think I'm going to have a bunch. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Let's find just There we are. Yeah. Wow, there's a bunch of them under here. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Just kind of work them up out of the ground. Oh, I've got a bunch of sweet potatoes in here. Like I said, they're not real big, but that's fine. It just seems to be the type. They've grown like crazy under here. A friend of mine who has a farm, Lynn, got one kind of sweet potato one time and planted it. And man, those sweet potatoes probably weighed 5 pounds each. They were amazing. But I'm very happy with these guys just having a lot of little ones. That's fine. Ooh, this is a beautiful one coming up here. Oh, lovely. Woohoo! Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. And some that are littler, that's okay. Oh, these are going to be so good roasted. I'm deliberately not letting them sit out as long as you kind of will for most of the rest of them, because for Thanksgiving I want them to be a little bit less sweet and more, I guess you could sort of say, potato-y, for me to be roasting them. I think they're going to be delicious. Okay. Well, you don't need to watch me pulling all these guys up, but I will kind of bring you along as I get more and more of them picked and harvested here, and let's see what I end up with. This is cool. Woohoo! Look what I just found. Aren't they beautiful? Cool. I'm going to put them in the bucket over there. I came over to do parsnips, but I got distracted by a big sweet potato poking up out of the ground. Okay, parsnips. Let's see what's going on with you guys. They've been growing for quite a while, so I'm hoping I've got some that got pretty good sized here. I'm learning how not to plant things and how to plant things. It's okay, I'm learning. Ooh.
Kind of like pulling a tooth, huh?
Wow, yeah, I'll say. I'm gonna have to get my tool, I think. I just don't want to damage the parsnip. I want to kind of just be able to pull it up out of the ground. Yeah, we got somebody growing down there, that's for sure. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, honey, that's looking gorgeous. Here, bring that camera. I want to show this before I dig it up. Right, look, right there. See that beautiful top? Those are big parsnips now. Oh yeah, that's cool. I bet my voice got loud up close like that, didn't it? That's fine. All right, well, let me see if I can get that out of the ground. Oh, look at this. Yes, yes, yes. Now that is a real parsnip. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, they're beautiful. Oh. And then I'm just gonna let these greens just sit in there because they'll just break down and help enrich the soil. Oh, this is so fun. As much fun as I had getting my squashes and my melons and all that kind of stuff and all the other things, my cucumbers. There's something so satisfying about just pulling this stuff up out of the ground. It's pretty cool.
I think what we have here is the joy of discovering a first-time harvest.
Yes.
And I think these are especially fun because we couldn't see them growing. You were talking about the pumpkins and the squash, but you could see them growing.
Yes.
These, it's like opening the Christmas present because you don't know what's inside. We didn't know if these were actually growing or not.
Right. I found a couple of small ones as I kind of checked along the way.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's a treasure. It's a treasure. That's so cool. That one's even bigger. Oh, if you have never had parsnips, get yourself some. Peel them, cut them up, and they're good by themselves, but like put them in with some like sweet potatoes or put them in with some potatoes and carrots, mush them all together. Parsnips are tender and, well, you know, I love turnips, but they have a hint of a bite to them. And so a lot of times we'll mix them with something else, and they are good. But parsnips are mild and really a lovely flavor. So if I can get people to try parsnips, it would be pretty cool. So, all right, I got to keep digging for treasures here. Well, I'm going to fill in here just a little bit because for some reason our sound didn't work. So I want to tell you a little bit of, you know, what I would have maybe been saying as I'm showing you these beautiful big sweet potatoes. One of the things is that I'm going to leave a lot of them in the ground. The ones I'm taking out, I'm going to leave the dirt on them and put them in a cool, dark place so they can start to sweeten naturally. And then I'll keep an eye on the ones that are in the garden here, but I think as long as they've got a lot of the greens and stuff on top of them, or we might add some straw, I think they're going to stay really good in the ground for quite a while. So I can kind of harvest them as we go a little bit more into winter here. That'd be pretty cool. One of the other things that I really said when the sound didn't work was that I am extremely appreciative of the absolute hours of work that Bill put into building these raised beds for me. They have worked absolutely beautifully. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's made it possible. So I just, I'm very grateful, very thankful for that. Would you like a bigger spoon, sweetie?
Sure.
How about, no, that'll cut into the pumpkin. Let me get something else that's big.
No, it's fine.
You sure? Because this one. I wonder if this would work.
Sure.
Okay, Traja. I think your mom's gonna really enjoy these seeds. So what are you doing here?
Putting the chocolate in this bowl.
Okay, to melt chocolate chips.
As soon as I find the chocolate.
It's right there.
Ah, there it is.
Now I'm getting the pumpkin in the oven. We are going to dip what in the chocolate?
Pretzels.
Little bitty
Pretzels.
pretzels. Yes, it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm putting the pumpkin in that I grew in the garden. putting it into roast so that I can use it to make pie. And I got a little bit more pumpkin in cans just in case I don't have enough. I'm going to put a few cuts in the top. Even though we've cut them in half, I just like to make sure there's not going to be too much pressure building up inside. And I'm pointing the knife away from me. There we go. Okay, let's get them in the oven. 375.
I think my water's done. Wouldn't want to burn it.
Yeah, we don't want to burn water. My goodness.
And for the chocolate chips that are rapidly depleting.
Yeah, I got to save some to dip the pretzels in. There we go. Yep. Brilliant way to melt that chocolate. Very gently. Good job,
Because if
hon.
you put them in the microwave, it'll like dry them out and turn plasticky.
Right. This actually, what they call tempers the chocolate very, very slowly and nicely. So it should dip really well.
Too
Okay.
much water.
As long as it's nice and hot, it's going to work. So is that working out pretty well? Excellent. So we've got some that are half covered. It's just little pretzels dipped in some melted chocolate chips, just as a little treat to take for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Well, this one's just going to be chocolate.
That's fine. Just covered. If it drips through, we can use the chocolate that lands on the parchment paper. Good job, hun. My aunt Doris used to make these. Brings back such memories for me. And somehow she found chips that were blue and pink. And that used to be so much fun to have these when we went to her house for Thanksgiving. Cool. All right, granddaughter had a ball making all of these chocolate covered pretzels, and I'm going to put them in a dish that I just dearly love that came from Bill's grandmother. So it is my granddaughter's great-great-grandmother. And let me show that to you. She was from Holland, and this is a little tort dish, and I'm not making a tort in it, but it's so beautiful. And I'm going to fill it full of the little chocolate-covered pretzels.
A tart dish?
It's a tart dish. Tart is like you put a thin crust in here and then fruit.
You said tort.
Oh, no. Tort is something different. That's layered cake with frosting.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant tart. This is from... Yeah, it's from Holland.
Didn't know that was a place.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce it. So it's fun to get to use this. So I'll take the pretzels to share for Thanksgiving. Alrighty. Wow, thanks, dear. She's getting all the pumpkin out of these nicely roasted pumpkins. Yeah, and finding an occasional seed that we didn't get scooped out. Good. Oh, that's going to be so fresh and good. Hey, the beautiful pumpkin pie is going in the oven. She is quite the baker.
Yay.
And this is all, we use the pumpkin from our, my pumpkins from my garden, and eggs from their chickens. It's so cool.
Some of them are lighter than others. Like, this one's a lot more pumpkin pie looking. That one just has... I don't think I mixed that properly.
Well, it's going to be delicious. I'm going
Thanks,
to set the timer. Good job, sweetie. The pies are done. They look gorgeous.
Some of them are more pumpkin pie looking than the others. Like, that one that she's taking out is a lot more brown. But this one actually has more flavor in it, but I don't think I mixed it in properly, so it's a bit
They are going to taste.
clear looking.
They're going to taste
tastes good.
wonderful. Yes, they're going to be wonderful.
So we'll just serve the good looking ones first.
Ooh, this one got a little bit brown on the crust. I think that may be where a little bit of the pie filling.
Yeah, I may or may not have sloshed that one out.
Oh, that's going to be okay. Still going to taste good. Okay. Here we go, 4 of them. Exciting. That'll be fun to serve. Now the pumpkin pies did turn out to be very different colors, but they were absolutely delicious. We went a little mild on the spices, and it was just creamy and yummy, and I loved getting to use the fresh pumpkin. And of course, my granddaughter did an awesome job helping me to make them. Well, here's a couple little scenes from our very peaceful evening before the next day was Thanksgiving. Pop's just relaxing and enjoying a little bit of dinner and watching something with us. And also, I just love having the fire going. There's a little bit of puff of steam coming off of my kettle on the fire. It's so peaceful. I'm just very, very thankful. And then, of course, the next day was Thanksgiving. What a beautiful Thanksgiving morning. Oh, it's so beautiful today. Thank you, Lord. Happy Thanksgiving, sweetheart.
Yep. So we're doing our thing this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I'm going to go down to the gym right now and ride the recumbent bike for about an hour.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Alrighty. See you later. Good morning, hon. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Merry Food Day.
Merry Food Day.
All back with.
Happy Food Day.
I'm not
Happy
going to say
Thanksgiving.
anything because my mouth's full.
Well, I'm glad you got to join with me as I was just getting my sweet potatoes out of the ground and getting to use some of this wonderful food that I've had an opportunity to grow. And we did have a very precious, simple, loving Thanksgiving. There's so much I am very, very thankful for, and I pray that this is, of course, going to come out after Thanksgiving, and I pray that you had a blessed one. And as we come into this next wonderful season, I pray that there will be joy and blessing in it for you. All right, so love you guys. Live simple, live free, be blessed.